What begins as a casual invite can turn into an evening that shatters every boundary of longing. Picture entering a realm where bonds, closeness, and hidden dreams clash in a single unforgettable instant. This isn't merely a tale, it's a voyage into the unforeseen, where a single choice can dismantle all you believed about relationships. Before I unveil the evening that altered it all, stop if you've ever sensed yearning smudge the edges of what's possible. If you hunger for narratives that test limits, press subscribe. Some experiences are too vivid to stay hushed. It began with an ordinary message. Alex, my old buddy, sent a note about a spontaneous hangout at his lakeside cabin. Just some chats, a bit of relaxation. You'll enjoy it, he typed. I wasn't eager at first, but Alex had a knack for turning simple plans into something appealing. Plus, after a tough week, I thought a break might help. As I drove up the winding path to the cabin, I had no clue my perspective was shifting. Alex welcomed me at the entrance, as engaging as always, with his friendly grin and a light pat on my shoulder leading me in. It all seemed so naturally cozy. He had a gift for making you feel right at home. Right on time, he said, passing me a mug of herbal tea with a hint of honey. Come meet the group. The cabin was charming, with wide windows framing the serene lake under the moonlight, and gentle acoustic tunes drifting through the space. Alex embodied ease, in his casual shirt with sleeves rolled up, that sly smile hinting at shared secrets. Then I spotted Marcus, lounging by the wooden counter, his stance easygoing, a bold smile lighting his features. He carried this raw, captivating vibe, the sort that pulls you in without effort. And there was Liam, thoughtful and watchful, his sharp gaze seeming to read your thoughts. He stayed quiet initially, but his serene attitude made him even more fascinating. The four of us slipped into a smooth flow. Talks, chuckles, the soft clatter of cups. Alex kept things lively, sharing anecdotes that had us all laughing hard. Marcus added his own witty comments, his tone rich and earthy, while Liam observed mostly, dropping spot-on insights that made you eager for more. I couldn't ignore the spark in the air. It wasn't only the tea soothing me, it was them, each pulling me closer in unique ways. Eventually, the chat veered to something fun. Alex leaned in, a spark of mischief in his eyes. Okay, he announced, placing his mug aside. Let's spice it up. A quick sharing game. No secrets, no backing out. Marcus arched a brow. Risky, he noted, grinning. Precisely, Alex shot back. I'll go first. What's the boldest adventure you've tried? The responses were entertaining. Marcus had once hiked a forbidden trail at dawn. Liam confessed to a sudden road trip across states without a plan. When my moment came, all attention turned my way. I chuckled uneasily, sipping my tea. I'm not sure I've got anything that wild. Marcus's smile grew. You look like someone who could. Alex edged nearer. We might fix that this evening. The atmosphere thickened, buzzing with an unspoken thrill. Then Alex posed the query that flipped the script. If you could share the night with anyone in this room, who? My pulse quickened under their steady looks. They were joking, I assumed, yet the depth in their expressions suggested they awaited a real reply. Rather than picking, I blurted, why not everyone? It was supposed to be light-hearted, or so I convinced myself, but their reaction showed they shared the thought. Alex moved first, approaching gently, his fingers grazing mine as he set my mug down. You always know how to grab the focus, he murmured, his tone velvety and quiet. His fingers stayed on mine, and as he leaned in, his mouth met mine in a tender, lingering brush, warm, welcoming, like exploring new ground. My breath hitched as his arm wrapped around my waist, drawing me in. Then Marcus was there, his aura unmistakable. He rested his palms on my sides, his hold steady yet considerate. "Don't hog all the spotlight," he whispered near my ear, planting soft presses along my throat. Alex's touch wandered to my sides, and Marcus's firm grasp steadied me, their styles distinct but blending seamlessly, overwhelming my awareness. Liam stood before me, his look calm, a blend of wonder and warmth as he extended a hand, drawing a gentle path from my neck to my chin. His contact was soft yet assured, as if cherishing the instant. Marcus's mouth brushed my arm, and I sensed the mix of his rough texture and tender warmth. His fingers eased the edge of my shirt, the material shifting lightly away. I paused there briefly, the fresh breeze on my skin, but it faded quickly. Alex's palm skimmed my legs, his mouth leaving faint, warm trails along my collar. "You're amazing," he breathed, his voice deep and husky. Liam drew closer, his palms gliding down my arms as his mouth found mine once more, this time fuller, unhurried. His embrace weakened my stance, and I held on to him naturally, fingers on his back for support. From behind, Marcus gave a quiet laugh, his palms steering me carefully but purposefully to the soft rug. "Let's get you settled," he suggested, his words laced with assurance. As they eased me onto the cozy surface, a heady blend of excitement and release washed over me. Marcus knelt nearby, his broad palms following the line of my midsection, his contact sparking tingles. Alex positioned himself behind, his steady essence comforting as his palms rested at my lower back. Liam was at my side, his gaze locked on mine as he touched the edge of my top, his fingers grazing lightly. He eased it aside gradually, his actions intentional, like treasuring each second. Alex bent close from behind, his breath tickling my ear. "You're remarkable," he hushed, his tone barely audible. Marcus's palms located the fastening, and with a fluid gesture, the final layer slipped free. I inhaled sharply at the sensation of their explorations, each one purposeful, respectful, as if etching every detail into memory. Liam's mouth met mine again, tender yet persistent, as his touch ventured further, warm and stabilizing, while Marcus's was bolder, more eager. Alex's fingers sketched designs on my back, calming yet thrilling. Marcus's palms directed my shifts, his hold secure yet kind, as Liam bent low, his mouth grazing my arm. Alex shifted aside, his palms brushing my legs, his mouth near my neck as he murmured, "You're all I pictured." They proceeded without rush, each offering a unique vibe. Marcus's assured command, Liam's gradual tenderness, Alex's light-hearted allure. I absorbed every contact, every brush, every soft phrase with a fervor that stole my breath. Marcus's palms led my motions, his grasp firm but caring, as Liam supported me, his eyes intense with focus, leaning in with his mouth on mine. Alex's fingers linked with mine, his constant presence steadying me as I yielded to the experience. And then it arrived, a surge so pure, so enveloping, it left me breathless, my form quivering from their shared essence. It transcended mere fervor. It was a burst of unity, a harmony of feelings that rendered me winded and utterly transformed. The evening blurred into a haze of motion and feeling, their attentions, their voices, the way they harmonized to hold me central. It went beyond the surface. It was a silent bond, an unbreakable flow among us four. Much later, we sprawled intertwined on the rug, the faint shimmer of lake reflections bathing us. Marcus reclined, his arm casually over me, his breaths even and profound. Liam flanked my other side, his fingers idly drawing shapes on my skin. He glanced over with a gentle grin, his face mixing awe and contentment. Alex perched nearby, his palm on my knee as he stared at the water. "That," he remarked, piercing the quiet, "was worth the anticipation." Marcus laughed softly, his tone rich and inviting. "I'd say we all feel the same." I grinned, my breath still settling from the echoes of it all. "I've never known an evening like this," I confessed quietly. Liam leaned in, placing a soft press on my forehead. "You earned it," he stated plainly, his words brimming with honesty that warmed me deeply. The night eased into light giggles and hushed talks, the four of us soaking in the warmth of our shared link. It was more than passion. It was an instant etched in my soul, a memory I'd revisit endlessly. Now, your share. Have you lived through an evening that reshaped you entirely? A time so genuine, so potent, it flipped your world? Share your bravest, most open tale in the comments. If this hit home, tap that like, subscribe, and let's continue these honest, raw exchanges. Your honesty could unlock freedom for another.